Hey everybody, so let's talk about just a straight up awful movie. Uh, but this movie didn't have a lot going for it, I guess, because it was a Tubi original movie and an Asylum movie fucking together. And maybe I'm unfairly judging Tubi originals, but so this one. What I'm talking about is a movie called Shark Side of the Moon. Yes. Shark Side of the Moon. And honestly, it's basically just terraform Mars with sharks instead of cockroaches. Kind of what it is. And instead of like a unified world government, it's like Cold War US versus the Soviets. But like the premise is kind of the same. Also, just other shit randomly makes no fucking sense. Like I know it's a movie about anthropomorphic sharks who live on the moon, but they're not wearing spacesuits. And one of the characters is fucking named Akula, which is apparently Russian for shark. And she is a shark human hybrid. And the shark graphics are not great. The anthropomorphic, like you could maybe have done a few people of like shark prosthetics, like anthropomorphic shark costumes. They did not do that. They are all 3D CG, and they do not look good. And the spacewalks, like when they're on the surface of the moon, is oh boy, it does not. It's quite clearly they're like they couldn't even rent like a studio for this. This looks like they're just in some room covered in green that they could key out and put shit in. And it's it's so bad. Like I could have made I kind of enjoyed it in a what the fuck am I watching kind of way. Like these sharks. What's even dumber is because they show the sharks in the beginning living with an atmosphere, you know, living on Earth, and then they are somehow on the moon, and then the U.S. sends a spaceship to the moon, and the ship is called the Tabula Rasa. Yeah, blank slate. I think that roughly translates to. And they say that ship's name fucking constantly in like the first half hour. They never like TB, like they never use a code name for it. It's just they constantly just say tabula rasa, and then they just start calling it the fucking ship after a while. And then like this Soviet dude, like who's a human, wears like this thing, like an oxygen tube thing that you put in your nose, like a cannula, I think is what those are called. And that somehow lets him breathe in the vacuum of space, like the shark people, And it's just, oh boy, this you need to watch this movie. Watch this movie, and you'll know like my reaction. You'll know why I'm going whatever. So, um, what is the ending is kind of fucking insane because they make it so they're fighting the shark forces, and the shark leader, who's a woman, and she is a shark anthropomorphic bipedal shark with tits in armor. She just throws the main characters into this gigantic quadruped shark, which the people I watched it with assumed it was like based on a whale shark. So they all get thrown into this shark being. The dude, the father figure for Kula suicides himself to start a chain reaction with lava underneath the surface of the moon to kill all of the sharks. And the fucking shark being survives this and gets thrown into the vacuum of space, but incidentally gets thrown in the direction of Earth. And this thing's burnt to a fucking crisp by this point, and then somehow survives re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. And then they fucking land lands in the water, and then all the main characters pop out of this fucking dead shark beast. And then Akula, the shark person, apparently was pregnant, and they mention the autoparthogenesis, I think is what it's called, where like a female of a species can spontaneously become pregnant to propagate the species. I'm also fucking vastly blowing past that because they did that in the fucking movie. So she's pregnant and then gives birth. Like, mind you, she's in like what looks like a wetsuit. It rips through her uniform or whatever, and then a baby, like a fully like a tiny or like it's a shark human hybrid fetus. It doesn't even look like a baby. It just looks like a fetus. Pops out through like ripping, like they make the ripping noise of like fabric or whatever. And then the sea is surrounding the final like two people or final three people is then surrounded with fish or shark human hybrids, and that's how the movie fucking ends. What the fuck? God. Yeah, that's how the movie ends. Spoiler alert. Anywho, um, it's a it is a bizarre fucking movie, and if you like bizarre movies, this is up your alley. Peace out.